Hello, everybody. How are you? I hope that you are all well. I hope that you're all fine, and I hope that you can hear me like really well. If you can hear me, please leave a comment so I know that everything is fine. If you're new to my channel, again, hi, how are you? My name is Eleftheria, and I am an app developer and a YouTuber. I like to make YouTube videos, and today in this video I will try to answer as many questions as I can from you guys. And no voice yet, okay? Okay. So whenever you can hear me, just let me know, but I will try to fix it. Okay. Is it any better now? Can you hear me now? I'm not sure what's going on every time with the audio. Okay. You're audible, so you can hear me now? Is it any better? Can you hear me now? Yeah, okay, nice. I don't know what's going on every time with my audio. I don't know, because my settings are pretty much always the same. Sometimes I change things, but other times like everything is the same. Anyway, as I was saying, because you didn't hear anything, my name is Eleftheria. I am an app developer. In this video, I will try to answer as many questions as I can from you guys. So I would really like to chat. You can ask me as many things as you want. If you see me like looking on the right, it is because I have the chat open and I can see your comments and everything. And from the other hand, on my left side, I have like the screen that you currently see. So I have like the TXT where I can have every question and my face. Okay, I haven't done a live stream in a while. This is because I had like many things to do, and I like to do the Q&As over the weekends, but at the same time on the weekends I am studying. I am a master's student, so I have to study for that. I am studying UX and UI, although my major is in informatics and telecommunications of engineering, so I have a lot of things to do. This weekend, this Sunday, I decided to do that Q&A because I had like a little free time, and I think that this is awesome. I hope that you guys like it as well. I can see in the comments that we already have a few people, and I'm really glad about that. I can see some familiar faces and I can see some new ones. You can start like asking me questions, or I don't know, if you have something in mind, maybe it's not a question, maybe it's just some general thought and you want to discuss it about someone, you can also do that, and I will do my best to give you any advice or tip that I may have. Another thing before we get started is please don't forget to like, share this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Actually, the most important thing for me is to just watch my videos, which for you is like totally free. Just watching my videos, it would be awesome for me. I do these videos and obviously I don't get paid or anything. I just do it because I love doing them and I love helping people. So that's it. Okay, the second thing that I wanted to mention is that in the future you're going to see many changes on my channel, and this is because this is like a life update. It's because I'm moving out. I'm moving out of this space. So if you see any videos in the future that are is on this space that you see right now, are going to be like pre-recorded. In a few days I will be out of this home, which is like a really big change for me, and in the future I'm going to make a separate video to tell you guys why I'm moving out and some other things about my life as well that are obviously related to my job and the things that I want to do in the future. Okay? Alright, I see some more comments. I will check them right now. So, okay, let me copy some questions from the chat. Okay, so I can have them in front of me and everyone can see them. Okay. So I will start with the three first questions because some people have already asked me those things on Instagram. So the first question that I'm going to answer is, hi, have you given any TED Talks? For those of you that don't know that, I love public speaking and I consider myself as a public speaker. A public speaker is a person who talks in conferences, in meetups, and I like to give talks. They are usually about tech related things, but sometimes also about motivation and inspiration, which is also something that I really enjoy. And no, I haven't given any TED Talks. It would be an honor for me. It would be something huge, but I haven't done that yet. Hopefully I'll do that in the future. The other thing is, hi, are you a software engineer? Yes, I am kind of a software engineer. As I said earlier, I have a major in informatics and telecommunications of engineering, which means I have done like a lot of maths, a lot of physics, and a lot of electronics, some coding related things, but obviously I am working as a developer. I used to work as a front-end developer, now I am working as an app developer, so basically, yes, I consider myself a software engineer. The third question, which is again kind of similar, is, are you an Android developer? And yes, the last about 6 months I've been working solely as an Android developer. I used to develop for web applications, but now I am only on the Android world and I'm using Kotlin for that. Okay, I see some more questions, which is awesome. Okay, yeah, Pano says let's go. Yeah. So now the other thing is, how do you keep pace with new technologies? And that's actually like such a good question, because if you are like in the JavaScript world, in the front-end development world, there are so many new technologies popping up all the time, and sometimes it's kind of difficult to follow up. What I would say to you, or what my advice would be, is to stick to the basics. And if you're talking about, again, as I said, the JavaScript world, the basics for me are purely JavaScript. So stick to that, stick to JavaScript. And of course, if you want to learn something new, pick up something that you know you can use in the future. If you think that you want to build projects with React, then start learning React. If you think you want to learn Vue, start learning Vue.js. Of course, you cannot learn everything, and every time as time passes, new things are going to pop up. But if you have the basics and if you know the basics, then everything else is going to be simpler. Personally, and this is another like life update, let's say, I haven't announced that before. Personally, in the next few weeks, I will also start learning a new framework. I'm not going to mention right now which one is going to be, but make sure to keep up with my channel, because you're going to see a lot of videos about that as well. And okay, let's continue with the other question. Hi, can you please, would be a better skill to master between web development and app development? I'm not sure I understand that question. Can you please like rephrase it like once again? Like it says, hi, can you please, would be better skill, or maybe do you mean what is the best skill to master between web development and app development? Okay, so if you mean what's the best skill for both web development and app development, I would say, like as I said earlier, actually learn the basics. Okay, so if we are talking about the front-end development things, then learn very good HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. These things like can get you in such a good place, like really by knowing only these three things, and everything else can be built upon those three, let's say, languages. and app development can be done with these technologies that I mentioned, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, but obviously you can go native and learn Java Kotlin for Android development, or maybe Swift and C and stuff like that for iOS development. And obviously then there are other things like Flutter or like React that you can build applications for both of these platforms, for both Android and iOS. So it really depends. I would just say that learn the basics, and the basics are always helpful. Either you do app development, or you do front-end development, or you do like web development. Either way, you will need those basic things. Okay? Let's check the comments and see if we have like any other interested question. Okay. I see that I have like a lot of people from Greece. Like usually I don't have a lot of people from Greece. And for those of you that don't know that, I am originally from Greece. Now I'm here in Greece. I will continue staying here in Greece. So I'm really glad that I can see some things like that. Okay. Now I can see some more questions. But please do ask me more. I would like to chat a little bit more, and I have some free time, so yeah. Hi, can you please briefly tell me what exactly is DevOps? I'm not sure I can give you many details because I haven't done that specific job, and if anyone else in the comments is like more familiar with that, you can like type it in the comments, and then I will copy paste it so everyone can see it over here. But someone that is working on the DevOps field is someone that will do everything related to the product that is going to be in the production, like all those last steps that you have to do that are about coding and are about production. That person that is on the DevOps are going to do that. I think that it's quite easy to find an answer. Maybe you can Google that, and I'm sorry that I cannot help you more, but it is because I haven't like worked a lot with the DevOps. And sorry, my mobile phone just rang. I have to make it on silent. Okay, cool. And let's check other questions. I'm sorry about the sixth one that I cannot give you like any better answer. Okay. I have a question here which is coming from Corey. And I think that I have done that question before. I don't know if it's from the same person or someone else, but thank you very much about the question. And it says, what's the difference between software development and web development? Actually, there is not a big difference. Or some people think that there is a difference, or some people use those terms like the software development and the web development differently. But I don't think that there is a difference. Now, sometimes, as I said, people think that there is a difference because when they say software development, they also include the backend development things. So things that we do as backend developers. Whereas when we say web development, we usually mean the stuff that a front-end developer would do. But this is something very abstract. There is not a big difference. As I said, I consider myself also a software developer. But I don't do any backend job. I only do front-end things. And another question that I get is, what is the difference between web development and front-end development? And again, there is not a difference. I don't know why people use the different terms, but they describe the same things. So you can call yourself like however you like. If you want to call yourself software developer, do that. If you want to call yourself web developer, do that. I like to call myself a front-end developer because I work more on the front-end things. For example, although I said that I'm working as an Android developer about the last 6 months, I usually don't say Android developer. I usually say front-end developer because I also do things on websites. My projects are all about the web and not on apps. So I don't know. I think that it's more something like personal. You can call yourself however you want to call yourself, but I don't think that there is like a big difference between these terms like software developer, web developer, and front-end developer. Okay. Nice. Let's see some more questions, and as I said, keep asking me questions, guys. I would love to chat with you. And even if you don't have a question but you have something in mind, maybe an idea, maybe something that you were thinking of, you can just leave it in the comments. Okay, let's check some more things. Okay, so I have a few more things. Let me copy them. 8. And I will take that. Okay, so let's go back to the 6th question. We were talking about DevOps, and it says like DevOps means combination of two teams, developer and operations. Yes, that's exactly true, and thank you very much for your input, Mane. And this is why I said that it's a DevOps will do all the things and all the work that it's going to be done in the end of a product, because he has to work also with the operations. But I think that this answer like is very clear, and it's like a very good answer. So thank you for your input. Okay, cool. Let's check the 8th question. It says, I found React quite tough, even though I'm well versed with the basics of JavaScript. Can you suggest some good sources to understand React? Yes, so I have also heard about that concept as well, that a lot of people, although they are familiar with JavaScript, they have like a tough time with learning React. And I get it, like JavaScript and React, it's not the same thing. React is component based, and this is actually like a good thing. To be honest, I don't think that I can give you right now a very good source for you to follow, but if you want, after that video like is end, I can leave in the description box some sources that I personally found useful, and I know that some people, some friends of mine have used in the past to learn React. I know that sometimes it can be quite hectic because we go to the internet, we search for online courses, and we find many things. This is awesome, but no one will guarantee us that this course is better than another course, or this course you will learn this and this and that, because every one of us is different, and maybe something for me is more difficult and for you is easier, and the opposite. So maybe I want a different tutorial than you want, but I will try to do my best and find some great tutorials, because I already have some recommendations in mind. So yeah, I will try to do that. So after that video has ended, just check the description box, and I will try to update it quite briefly. Okay, so thank you. Let's see some other questions. Okay. Oops. Hi, is it possible to get a remote web developer job as a junior with no experience and only having 3 months coding experience? Okay, I also get that question quite often. I like talking about internships and about job hunting and about freelancing. Those are all topics that I do like to talk about. Now, to be honest, I find that case quite hard. Only 3 months and not a lot of experience is going to be hard for you. But bear with me, because I have some suggestions, okay? So my suggestions would be to make a lot of projects and have those projects somewhere that they are publicly available. For example, you can upload your projects on GitHub, and that way you will show to a potential employer that you have the skills. Maybe you don't have like a professional experience, but you have the skills to make something good. So if they ask you, hey, do you know how to do that thing, you can say, I don't have any professional experience, but you can check that and that project and you will see that I do those things in those projects. And I think that this is like a nice step that you should absolutely follow. So that is my first step, or my first tip. The next one would be to be very persistent and go to a lot of platforms such as freelancer.com or upwork.com and try to find jobs there. Don't stick only to one platform, at least if you are a beginner. If you are more advanced, yes, stick to one platform, let's say Upwork. And yes, go to those platforms and try to find a lot of jobs. At start, it's going to be a little bit difficult, but you can maybe lower your prices or lower your salary, and this maybe will help you land some jobs. And if you start landing jobs, then it will be easier for you to find more and more jobs, because people will start trust you and you will start seem more responsible and reliable, so people will continue wanting you. I know that the first steps of freelancing are a bit hard. I also had that, like when I started freelancing, it was very difficult for me to find jobs. The thing that I believe helped me most was the first tip that I mentioned, like showing my projects and showing that I can do those stuff that they were asking, because the other person doesn't know you and he wants to trust you, she wants to trust you, so you have to give them something to trust you. And in our case, this is like projects. Okay, so I will also, let me write those things so you can check jobs on Upwork and on Freelancer. So they are both like .com, and obviously there are other stuff like, I don't know. If you know any good source, guys, like type it in the comments and I will also copy and paste it here so you can have like more sources for freelancing jobs. Okay, let me check again the other comments. Someone says, I like your videos, they are very useful. Thank you very much about that. I am glad that you like my videos, and as I said, like make sure to keep watching like my YouTube channel, because some new content is coming up soon. As I said, a video that I am about to make is some live updates and stuff like that, so yeah, make sure to follow my channel. Okay, so let's check something else that we have here. It's from Dream Traveling, which I think that this person is in Greece, and I'm really liking that fact. Okay, so let's check that. I'm getting into coding through an MSc in Greece. Which book would you recommend to follow for basic general programming? Okay, I'm from networking field and the MSc is cloud network and software dev. Okay, cool. So the book that I would suggest is let me remember the name of it. It's a well-known book that I actually recently started reading as well. Oh my god, I forgot the name of the book. Sorry, I forgot the name of the book, but it's something that it's a very well-known one that I really like it. I don't know why I forgot the title of the book right now. Yeah, I don't know why I forgot the name of the book right now, but again, like after the video is about to end, or when the video is going to end, just check the description box and I will update it with the book, because I have it here on home, so I can just check the title. It's a really good book and it's about the fundamentals of programming, and I think that whatever you do, in whatever field you are, either it's like, as we said, software development, or if it's like cloud development, whatever it is, I think that this book, because it's talking about the fundamental things, is going to help a lot. Maybe as we do the video, that now that we are live, maybe the title of the book is going to pop up on my mind, I don't know, so we'll go back to that question maybe a little bit later, and I'm sorry that I don't have the name of the book like right now. Okay, but I'm sure that after the video is going to end, I will update the description box so you can check it out in a bit and you will see the book that I'm talking about. Okay, what else do we have? Okay, we have one question which is coming from Aman. And as I said, Aman, thank you very much for your support. You are awesome. Okay, so thank you very much about that. So he says, have you ever did any tech job, or can you share your experience about that? Of course, I have done a tech job. The last 4 years or so, I've been working on the tech field. The last 4 years, I've been working as a front-end developer. I am in a very nice company, and I'm working in a team. My experience is, I would say, like, I have a nice feeling about that field. I'm working in a small team with with 5 more people. One of them is my Scrum Master and the product owner, and my team members are all like nice guys, nice boys and nice girls. Very recently, we also got a new member on our team. He's a senior Android developer, and he's like a really cool guy. I love working with him. It's like his second week at the job, but he's like a really nice person, and because I'm still a junior in Android development, he's very helpful. So I would say that my experience overall like is a really great one. And if someone is not in that field and he joins that field, I think that he will pleasantly surprised. There are some difficult things, as we mentioned earlier. There are some difficult things, like you have to always be on top. You have to always know your stuff. You have to always make research, and you have always to learn and push yourself. But from the other hand, there are so many great things. For example, you build something and you see other people using it, and you can change something, you can trigger something, and you can see all those little changes. And I don't know, like, I like this field a lot, and I would love for myself to continue working on that tech field. Maybe in the future I will do some things differently. So stay tuned, because the live update video is coming, and maybe some things at my job are going to change. Okay, I'm not going to say anything else right now, but yeah, just stay tuned. Okay, so we have a question from Panos. Hi, Panos. And Panos is also from Greece, and if I'm not mistaken, he likes music. So, Panos says, should I keep simply projects on GitHub, or should I have only fully built projects, like something that is focused both on front and back end? Yeah, I think that you should have on GitHub all of the projects that you're proud of, and you can explain them to somebody else. What I mean by that is that if you have like just a few lines of code, and maybe if it's something that it doesn't work correctly, then maybe don't upload that on GitHub. But if you have something that it's only on front end but it's working, then obviously like upload it. You don't have to have both front end and back end. For example, as I said, I'm working only as a front end developer, so all the projects that I have on GitHub are only about front end development things. I don't have anything related to back end things, but my front end developer things, they are all like working. You can test them and they are working. And the other thing that I mentioned is that you should have things that you can explain to somebody else. That was the case when I was like a more junior developer, that I didn't have a lot of experience. So people would go to my GitHub, they would pick up a project that I have done, and they would say, okay, that's nice, try to explain that to me. Because I had wrote the code, I could explain the code, and they could see how I was thinking, and they could see, or they could understand my process on how I build projects. So I think actually that it's a very good tip for young people in tech and young developers to be able to explain the projects that they have done. And I also say that because sometimes we just like copy and paste code. Maybe we copy code from Stack Overflow, maybe we copy code from somewhere else, and we are not able to explain that. But we should be able to explain the code, especially if it is on our own projects. So yeah, just upload things on GitHub that they are working, and you can test them and you can explain them to other people, and try to keep your GitHub like clean. So don't include code that it's not working, or it's just like a very few lines of code. And I think that you get what I mean, and I hope that this is the answer that you were looking for. Okay, let's continue a little bit more. Now, Wacker recommends Fever, and I think that he recommends Fever for the 9th question, which was about freelancing. I know of Fever and I have checked Fever on my own. The thing about Fever is that sometimes the payment, like the salary, is too low. It's too low, guys. Okay, I get it that sometimes you will be quite desperate to find a job or to have something, and it's also like a nice way to build up your portfolio and build up your projects. But I wouldn't go to Fever if I was like a more experienced developer, or if I have like another job, let's say. But thank you for your input. Let's check something else. You can post it in the description later. Yes, this is about the book, I think. Okay. Yes, okay. So I will go back to the book question, which is that one. Which one is it? Yes, I was talking about that book, The Clean Code, which is an awesome book. As I said, I just started reading it right now. I think it's a book that I should have read like years ago, because it's an excellent book. And probably, maybe I shouldn't mention that, but probably you can also find it for free in PDF over the internet. So yeah, but even if you want to buy it, I don't think that it's a very expensive one, but it's a great book. I'm only in the first few pages, but I would totally recommend it. And the other thing is that if you are in the JavaScript field, then I would suggest you the Lock-in JavaScript, which is also another amazing book. But in general, for the fundamentals, I would say Clean Code. So thanks for mentioning that as well. Okay, let's see what else we have. Okay, we have one more question here. And guys, please keep posting your questions and I would love to answer them all. The question is, what is the minimum years of experience required in the software engineering field to apply internationally, especially when you don't have a master's degree, but only a bachelor's degree in tech? This is a very good question as well. I don't think that there is a minimum years of experience. Either you have like 1 year of experience, or you have like 10 years of experience. If you like your job and if you think that you are capable of doing the job, just apply. And you know something, even if you don't feel 100% sure that you can do the job, still apply. Because sometimes companies are like looking for young people and they will teach them stuff, and it doesn't matter if it's internationally or the job is already on your country. My biggest suggestion would be to just apply to the jobs that you want to. Even if you don't have all the criteria, just apply. I know that sometimes it can be like very terrifying when you see a job description and they're asking a million stuff. So the job description will be an entry position. So for entry positions, you have like 0 years of experience to maybe 2 or 3, and then they are asking for React, Angular, Vue.js, GitHub, and I don't know, like NPMs and Node.js and TypeScript and JavaScript and all those things, and you're like, hey, like what the heck? This is an entry position. How am I supposed to know all of those things? So yes, I know that it can be like really terrifying, but like don't think about that. Just do the best that you can do. Just apply to those jobs and you never know. And because you mentioned that you're probably looking for an international job, like really don't worry about that. Usually big companies, like they don't care if you are international or if you're already in the country. jobs that are not so big, or jobs that are startups, maybe because they don't have like a lot of money to support you in your relocation, or if you need visa, maybe they cannot support you in those kind of things, so maybe they don't take so many international people. So maybe you should aim a little bit more in big companies. For example, if you are looking for Microsoft, they don't care from where you are, they will take you if you're like good enough. So yeah, like don't worry about that. And something that I did and it helped me a lot is I was looking for jobs abroad, so I did an internship abroad, and that's a good thing because in that internship, like, I wasn't getting paid from the job, I was getting paid from the university, so that's how I could support myself. But the good thing is that I moved in another country and I saw how jobs are there, how people are there, how the culture is abroad, and all those things like helped me to decide if I wanted to stay in that country or if I want to come back to my country. So maybe if you can do that, maybe if you can find an internship, and if you don't have like a lot of experience, maybe this is also something that can help you. Now again, I know from some people that they are looking for jobs right now and they are looking for jobs internationally. Because we have COVID, it's a little bit more difficult. Yeah, so one problem here is COVID. And I do say that because now people or hiring manager and bosses are looking for people that they are already in the country because they are afraid of COVID and they are afraid of the relocation and stuff like that. So please keep that in mind, but that maybe this specific time it is a little bit harder for you to find a job internationally because we have COVID. If this thing like passes quickly, I think that it's going to be a little bit easier for you to find a job. And I'm sorry I've been talking so much about that, but I like questions like that. I like questions about job hunting and abroad and internationally kind of things. Okay, let's keep moving a little bit and let's see what else we have. Okay, we have some more questions, and guys, please like keep posting more and more. Okay, we have like 2 more questions here. Let's start with this one, which says where to start learning and developing apps. You can start learning on Udemy. Just go to Udemy or go to Udacity and find courses that are about developing apps. So I will write here Udemy and Udacity, so you can check those platforms. You can find their free courses as well, and I'm pretty sure that you can find something. So go there and search for courses that are about developing apps. But also keep in mind that developing apps is something like very broad. You have to be more specific. So do you want iOS? Do you want Android? Do you want something native? I don't know. Do you want something that it will be useful for both platforms? And you can do app development with React. You can do it with Flutter. So you can also like check those options and you can start like building cool things. Of course, be patient because everything requires different technologies. So if you're going for Android, you have to learn Kotlin and you have to learn Java. If you're going for something like React, you have to learn maybe JavaScript. Maybe you have to learn TypeScript. If you're going to iOS, maybe you have to learn Swift. So just be a little bit more specific, have a plan on your mind, work on that, and find all the nice courses that you're maybe looking for. And we have the 15th question, which is how much experience do you have? I'm not sure what do you mean, like how much experience I have in what? Do you mean in app development? Do you mean in front-end development? Do you mean in design? Do you mean in something else? I don't know. I would say that professionally I have more than 4 years as a front-end developer. Yeah, pretty much I have like a little bit more than 4 years. Now I'm in the same company for 3 years, but before that I was working in another company. As I said, now I'm working more as an app developer, which I used to work more as a front-end developer, and the projects that I'm building like on side, like all my side projects, are more about front-end development. And I also really enjoy working with design, so UX and UI design, but I would say that my experience there is like about 2 or 3 years, I don't know, probably 2 years I would say, but I'm really passionate about that, and in the future I would love to work more on that field. Okay, so I'm not sure if I covered you because the question is a little bit general. Okay, let's check some more questions, guys. So let's see what else we have. Thank you. Dream Traveling says, I would really love to buy if with an affiliate link. I don't have any affiliate link, but if you want, like, I can check on Amazon, and maybe if I can find the book, I'll again like leave it in the description box, so we can also do that. What else do we have? Thank you, I appreciate doing that. Yeah, thank you guys. I also like if I know that you watch my videos, I love keep working on them, and I love creating videos. Like, it's really my passion. I really love sharing, I really love learning, I really love teaching. So I'm doing all those YouTube videos because I want to help you guys, and I also want to help myself be better. And I think by talking, and I think by communication, all of us can be better, and all of us can build like awesome stuff. So that's why I'm doing all those videos. And okay, on the back of my mind, I have so many things to say right now, but I'm waiting to create that live update video that I was talking about. And in this video I will explain a lot of stuff that are going to happen in the future. So if you just like popped in on my channel and you don't know what I'm talking about, okay, I'm going to like have it somewhere right here. So video. Okay, so maybe next week or so, maybe in 2 weeks, I'm not sure, you will see a new video on my channel, which will be an update video about some things that are going to happen in my life. So in this room that you see here, like behind me, it's the last video that you are about to see. I'm going to move out from here really soon, actually in just a few days. I won't be here in that room anymore. Some things about my job are going to change. Some things about the city that I'm currently live in are going to change. So a lot of changes are coming. To be honest, I'm a bit terrifying about all those changes, but I know that it's for the best. And because I will move out, I'm not sure if I have internet there to the place that I'm going. So I'm not sure how quickly I can give you an update. I will start working on the video, the update video, like pretty soon, but I don't know if I will be able to edit the video and upload it like soon enough. But yeah, like stay tuned and you will get all the details. I think that you will like those details. Okay. Okay, cool. Let's continue a little bit more. Let's check if we have like any more questions. And hey, I have an issue with my project. I didn't use. Okay, I cannot understand that. Okay, I will write it right here. I got a comment that says I have an issue with my project. I DM'd you too about it. Okay, guys, I cannot check every time all my DMs. So if you DM'd me, and especially if you DM'd me on Instagram, I'm sorry, but maybe I haven't seen your message and it's a bit difficult for me to keep up with all the messages that I get, and if it's something like too technical, maybe I'm not the right person to help you. Just keep in mind that I'm working in the front-end developer things, so my stack is HTML, CSS, JavaScript, AngularJS, a little bit of Kotlin and Java. If you have like something else, I'm afraid that probably I cannot help you. Okay. Okay, now we have an actual question this time. So let's go here. And Anel says, do you think online certifications are worth it, such as W3 schools? In the past, I have checked W3 school certifications, and I'm not sure if they are worth it or not, but I can tell you that they definitely worth the time that you will spend in them. What I mean by that is that you will gain knowledge, you will gain some good knowledge, and that knowledge can help you build better projects. So it's really important to go through that process and learn everything. From the other hand, if you're asking about if a boss or a hiring person would care if you have like a certification from W3 schools, then I don't know the answer to that. Maybe they don't care, maybe they do care. For example, I think that for free code camp, a lot of employers are looking about that, because free code camp like right now it's huge. But the most important thing, at least for me, would be for you to have the knowledge that are required to get the job. So it doesn't matter if you have the certification, but it does matter if you have the skills for the job. Okay, let's see some other stuff. And okay, we have a good question from Sai. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your name correctly, but it says, what advice would you give to a CS undergraduate? Oh my god, I love that question, because I remember how I was in that age when I was about to graduate from my university. I think that I was like very nervous because I didn't know what exactly I wanted to do with my life. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to stay in my country. I wasn't sure if I wanted to go abroad. So my answer here would be to take some time. Don't be in a rush. Don't be in a hurry. Just take some time to understand what you like more. For me personally, that question was about, do I like front-end developer? Do I like back-end development? Do I like something else? Maybe do I like teaching? Do I want to continue a career in the university? Do I want to work in a high school? Do I want to change that field and maybe work with design? So take some time, really take the time to figure out what you like. And sometimes when we are graduating, we want to find a job, we want to make some money, we are very pumped up and we think that the world belongs to us, but maybe we are such in a rush that we will find a job, we will get the job, and very soon we will realize that we don't like the stuff that we are doing in that job, but we are trapped. We are trapped because we have started working in a field we think that we should follow that. For example, I have a friend of mine that currently he's very young, and he works as a front-end developer. But he doesn't like that. He just works as a front-end developer because he found that job. But his dream is to work in another field. I'm not going to mention the other field. So his dream is to work in another field, although he's working as a front-end developer. So I would say, don't do that, okay? Just don't do that. Stick to the things that you like and try to find a job on the things that you like. Now there is a problem that maybe you don't know what exactly you like, but try to find that. And the way that you can find that is, like, if I would ask you to make a project, what project would you do? Would be, as I said, with backend, would be with frontend, would it be with a specific technology? Would it be app development? Would it be something completely else? Maybe it would be something about Python, maybe about data science, maybe AI or like machine learning. Maybe it would be something like that. Just keep an open mind and try to figure out what you like before moving to an actual job. Okay. What what else do we got? Let's check the comments, and if you have like any other question, again, like make sure to leave it right now. We have a thank you for the Q&A. I have to go. Okay, that's cool. Have a great day. Yep, thank you very much. You too. Okay, we have like another question which sounds very interesting, and I don't think that I have thought about that. It says, what do you think about combining Messenger and Instagram Direct? I don't know what's my opinion about that. Guess in the comments if you want, you can answer that question as well. I'm going to read it one more time. It says, what do you think about combining Messenger and Instagram Direct? I'm not sure about the answer because I use the platforms differently. What I mean by that is that I usually use Instagram Direct just to send a message or just to receive a message, but I don't communicate a lot. I don't have like deep communications through Instagram in general. And the other thing that it may shock you is that I don't have Messenger. Yep, you heard that correctly. I don't have Messenger. So I don't think that I can give you a really good answer there, but I would say that every platform is for another purpose. So yeah, that's about it. I can say, for example, that I use Twitter, and I use Twitter to communicate more with people and to have like deeper conversations with people, but I don't use like Instagram messages and DMs in general on Instagram for deep conversations. So I guess that pretty much that's the same with Messenger. You use Messenger more for communications, and you have like a lot of communications and you have like a lot of friends there, but on Instagram things are a little bit more like, maybe you don't know somebody, but you will still message him on Instagram. And I don't think that you would expect like to have a deep conversation through Instagram. I don't know, maybe that's only my advice or my thing. But again, just leave a comment in the comments, because I would also love to know your opinion. As I said, I'm not very good at that because I don't have Messenger. I know it sounds weird, but I said it before. I don't have Facebook and I don't have Messenger. I do use a lot Twitter and Instagram, and actually if you want, you can follow me on Instagram. It is like, so it's this if you follow me on Instagram, but yeah. Okay, let's check what else we have. It says, hey, okay, I actually am going to copy and paste that one so we can read it together. And it says, hi, I'm a programmer. Where to find a job in US that makes me move from Iraq to US? .NET developer, front-end developer. Okay, you can just start searching for jobs. Maybe it's a bit difficult because, as I said, we have COVID right now, so not a lot of companies willing to take people from abroad right now just because of COVID. So maybe you could wait a few months, I don't know how much exactly, and then you can start again, like trying to find jobs abroad. I would suggest you to look on big companies, because big companies can financially support you. They can help you with relocation, they can help you find a house, they can help you with visa, they can help you with those kind of things, whereas usually smaller companies, they don't have the budget to do something like that. But again, if you search on internet, you will find like a lot of resources about where exactly you can find a job. Okay, so there are many sites with vacancies. Okay, let's check what else we have. And I guess this messenger. Okay, so Aman says about our previous question, which was about combining a messenger and Instagram Direct. So Aman says, I guess this messenger and Insta question is like Facebook is combined with Messenger, so use Messenger as mutual messenger for both Instagram and Facebook. For both Instagram and Facebook. Yeah, maybe. I'm just not sure because, as I said, like, I don't use Facebook and Messenger, so I'm not sure about that question either. But yeah, maybe Aman yeah, it's probably like correct. So I will copy his answer like here, and I can also like have your name here. And later I will copy that file, that txt file, on the description box of the video that you're watching right now, so you can have all the questions and the answers there as well. Okay, let's check if you have like anything else. And it says, okay, we have one more question from Rafael. Thank you guys for all of your questions, and yeah, if you have more stuff, just keep asking. So it says, my question is related to the fact that Facebook is planning to combine both platforms into one. Oh, okay, so that one is actually related here, about that one. Okay, cool. Yeah, someone says that would like that thing. I don't know, guys. Yeah, maybe it's a cool idea to combine those two things. As I said, like I'm not really sure about that because I don't use those platforms so much. But yeah, maybe it's a cool idea. So, okay, I cannot find any other question. So I think that we will end that live stream here. I'm really looking forward to the next weekend, that I think that I will have some spare time, and I think that I will try to do another Q&A. If you like that video, please leave a comment and share it with your friends. It would be the world to me. As I said, I don't get paid from YouTube, I don't get paid from anyone. So if you want to support me and if you want to support that channel, the best thing that you could do is to just like watch my videos. This is like, I don't like asking you guys to do that, but if you want to support me, just like watch my videos. You can go to any video, it doesn't matter which one is going to be, and just like start watching it. If you don't even like want to watch the video, just mute it and leave it like playing in the background. It's okay, but this is like the best way that you can support me, and I try to be as helpful as I can. I try to help you guys by answering questions or by chatting with you through social media, like mainly Twitter. So yeah, that's it. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching that video. I hope that you will have like a beautiful day. Monday is coming just in a few hours. I'm wishing you all the best. Please stay home, please stay safe, and see you really soon. Bye bye!